So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you how to build wealth by investing in mobile homes, right? So like I told y'all earlier, one of the greatest things I was able to accomplish was getting passive income that was able to take care of all of my expenses inside of my household, right? So I need y'all to write this down. People often quit on $1 million idea just because poverty feels familiar. Screenshot this, write this down. I want y'all to do it literally right now. Some of y'all have already done this before, or y'all know somebody who is currently doing this right now. They got $1 million idea, but poverty feels so good, they don't move and they don't execute. So one thing my mentor, he once told me was this. He said, procrastination is the assassination towards your destination. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Procrastination is the assassination towards your destination. It's that simple. So what is mobile home investing? Mobile home investing is an untapped and overlooked side of real estate. So when people talk about real estate, they never talk about mobile homes. They talk about single family, multifamily, right? Commercial, but nobody ever talks about mobile home. Well, I'm here to tell y'all right now, if nobody is talking about mobile homes, and I'm probably the only person that you know or somebody else that's talking about mobile homes, wouldn't it be wise for us to actually look into mobile homes? Because while everybody else is fighting over single family homes, there's nobody fighting over mobile homes. And the reason why you may think there's a lot of people that's in mobile homes is because the people that's around you may be mobile home investors. But nobody's not into this market. So let's go ahead and tap into it. One of the leading investors in mobile home investing right now, don't you know, is Warren Buffett. Now, Warren Buffett is the fifth richest man in the world, but he invests in mobile homes. So here it is, a multi-billionaire is investing in mobile homes. He owns the largest manufacturer company in the world, which is Clayton Mobile Homes, and you can look it up. Every year, Warren Buffett makes about $1 billion invested in mobile homes. But you don't hear him publicly really talking about mobile homes. That's because everybody is trying to keep this a secret. Here it is, Mark Cuban, another billionaire, invests in mobile homes. If you're a Cowboy fans, right? And we got some Cowboy fans out there right now, you probably didn't even know that your owner, Jerry, invests in mobile homes as well. So now drop a one in the chat if I got y'all attention right now. Because when y'all just listening to Little Abdul, right? You think of Little Abdul just talking, oh, he's a nobody, right? Now I'm giving you literally real life billionaires that's invested in mobile homes. So before you get into any other form of real estate, mobile homes is going to be the gateway to real estate. Now, what do I mean by the gateway? It is the start to your real estate journey. Now, you can jump into multifamily. I'm not telling you not to, but I'm just telling you, trying to learn this on a small scale before you go large, man, try this mobile home game out. Try it out. This property right here in Georgia, $7,500. Let me just show y'all a couple of properties that I seen online for sale. This property right here, $8,000 in Michigan. This property right here, $8,000 in North Carolina. This property right here, $14,000 in South Carolina. Now, those are 4 different states I just showed y'all. 14, 10, 8, whatever the case is, 75. I just showed y'all multiple deals that's in different states that is enough for any one of you on this call right now. Believe it or not, you can buy this mobile home. Some of these places offer financing that I'm going to be talking to you all about. That don't you know, if you get finance on a $14,000 mobile home, your payment will probably be $160. Now, y'all may be thinking, Abdul, well, what places finance mobile home? I need y'all to write this down right now. It's 21st Mortgage will finance you on a mobile home. Y'all not picking out what I'm putting down. Now, check this out. If you get finance for a mobile home, right? Once you get finance for the mobile home, then guess what ends up happening? You can put somebody in that mobile home. When you put somebody in that mobile home, imagine them paying you $1,000 a month. Now, when they're paying you $1,000 a month, how much profit is coming in your pocket? If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, put an amen in the chat. See, they didn't teach us how to leverage other people's money. They only taught us, hey, go to school, and then I want you to work for somebody and be in debt for the rest of your life. No, you got to leverage somebody else's money to be able to make you more money. When I learned this years ago, it blew my mind. And I was like, why didn't they teach us this in school? The reason why they didn't teach us this in school is because they literally wanted us to continue to help build their dream so that we can forget about our own dreams. So now this is what I teach parents, right? Drop a 3 in the chat if you're a parent. This is what I teach parents. Whatever you learn late, teach your children early. Come on, y'all. Whatever you learn late, teach your children early. So literally, you may see me in a mobile home with my children. Why am I doing that? Because all of the things that I learned late in my life, I learned in my 20s, right? The things I learned in my 30s, I'm literally teaching my children at the age of 2, 4, and about to be 6 years old. So when they get to be my age, they're light years ahead of me. That's my thinking, family. So some of the misconceptions. One of the misconceptions is this: mobile home value go down. Now, y'all all probably heard this before. Yo, the mobile home value, it goes down. Don't buy your mobile home. It's a bad investment. Says who? The people that's telling y'all that this is a bad investment, those are the people who have, 1, never invested in a mobile home, 2, don't know nothing about mobile homes, and 3, either they invested in mobile home and they want to keep y'all away from it because they know how lucrative it is. So let's go ahead and check out some facts really quick. In 1990, the average new mobile home was going for $27,000. Well, fast forward now, the average mobile home is going for $140,000+. So for all of those people who said that mobile homes depreciate in value, that means from 1990 all the way to 2025, mobile homes would have been less than $27,000. Drop a 1 in the chat if I'm making sense. So why is it now that the average mobile home is over $140,000? Why is it down? That's because the mobile home prices literally is going up every single year. So by the time we look in 2030, the average mobile home price is going to be roughly around $175,000. To me, the numbers just make sense. So when people think mobile homes, they think about this tin can right here, y'all. Y'all know y'all been thinking about this tin can. When y'all first heard about mobile homes, y'all think about this tin can that's going to get blown away, family. Nah, that's not it. So this right here, this is a mobile home, 3,000 square feet. This is the modern look of mobile homes. And it gets better than this right here. This is a 3,000 square foot mobile home, y'all, that people telling y'all to stay away from. These mobile homes are usually 4 and 5 bedroom homes. All of the issues and problems that people are telling y'all that these mobile homes have, they don't have. They don't have. It's uneducated people that's trying to educate y'all on mobile home investing. Literally, my family been doing this for decades. So we know what we're talking about. And just like anything, it's the proper maintenance of a thing. It's just like a wife. As a man, it's our duty and responsibility to maintain our wife. It's your duty and responsibility to maintain your household. So now this is another double wide mobile home, right? This is the inside. These mobile homes look better than single family homes whenever you walk through brand new mobile homes that is custom built, that have all of the bells and whistles. Some of y'all right now are in disbelief. Y'all can't believe that these mobile homes look like this right now. Y'all over there looking like, what? A mobile home look like this? Absolutely. So I just want to show y'all. Now, ways to invest with minimum funds. Some of y'all may say, man, Abdul, I got minimum funds. How can I invest in mobile homes? Well, you can wholesale, you could joint venture on deals, or you can leverage your credit cards. Some of y'all have good credit, but you may say, Abdul, well, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I got good credit. Well, how about you leverage your credit to be able to buy these mobile homes? We literally liquidate our credit cards to buy these mobile homes. So you build up your personal, you start applying for your business. And when you start applying for your business, you use the business credit card to operate your mobile home business. Now you take that money, you buying mobile homes, and then how do you service the debt? I'm servicing the debt because I'm making money from my mobile homes. If let's say the lot rent is $500, but then the person is paying you $1,500, $1,000 is going to you. But let's just say you use your credit card and your credit card bill is $300 a month. You pay it with the money that the people are paying you. So what's left over is $700 in profit that you are making. But the money didn't come out your bank account. The money was being leveraged from a credit card. Then since they see that you're using your credit card every single month, right? You're paying them back on time. They would then give you an increase in your credit limit. And since it's revolving credit, once you use your credit card and you're servicing the debt because somebody is paying you every single month, now what you end up doing when that money comes back on that credit card, you take the money back off and you do a quick flip. Now, when you do a quick flip strategy, meaning I buy a mobile home for $2,000, I sell it for $4,000, you just made 100% return on your investment. And then you rinse and you repeat the process. So now let's look at this. One of the testimonies from wholesaling, right? So then Ms. Cole, she said, quick testimony. I've been just flipping Gatorade and wholesaling land for a good 2 years now. When I first joined Abdul Mobile Home Closer Community, I was just focused on flipping mobile homes. I don't say too much on here. However, I did want to chime in to say I've seen the light. I've been introduced to mobile homes, which she's saying, you know, and she added the mobile homes to her business, right? Well, she said just last week, I closed 3 deals in a row, adding up to 5K. Oh my gosh. I love the fact that there is absolutely no title company, no 30-day wait period, none of that when it comes down to mobile home investing, because mobile home is considered to be personal property. So we don't got to do transactions at a title company. Once you learn a wholesale method, you can wholesale mobile homes in practically all of the states in America. Then I have another one, my student. All he does, y'all drop some fire emojis if I can give y'all his strategy. If I can give y'all his strategy, right? Drop some fire emojis in the comments. Because like I said, I want to see y'all successful. So now here's the thing. So now this is one of my students, right? He does wholesale deals and he do it all of the time. And he literally every single month right now, he's making anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 extra a month just on wholesale. So now when you wholesale, you don't need the properties. Let's bust up that myth right now. Everybody think whenever they're wholesaling, they need like the properties. No, you don't. Stop it. I teach my students that you don't need the properties. So what you do, what he does, because he learned from me, he go inside these mobile home communities that already have the properties, right? They have the properties. They just looking for a buyer. So then he goes in there, he partners with the parks, he goes out, he put the properties online on Facebook, which I'm going to show y'all, Facebook Marketplace, that attracts the buyers. Once it attracts the buyers, he wholesale the mobile home. So let's say if the mobile home community is trying to sell that mobile home for $10,000, he find a buyer that wants to buy that mobile home for $12,000. And then he ends up getting a $2,000 split. When he get a $2,000 split, he rinse and repeat that process. So if the park has 6 homes, then he wholesale all 6 of those homes, and he can make anywhere from a 12, because I teach my students strive to make a minimum of $2,000 per transaction. So now he can make anywhere from 12,000 to about $24,000 in 1 month just by wholesaling mobile homes with no title company. See, y'all on here, y'all thinking that all you need, you like, Abdul, I don't have the money, I don't have the deals. Well, I just show you that you don't need the money and you don't need to have the deals to do a wholesale deal. Let's move on. So now, different ways to make money investing in mobile homes. I've shared this before, but some of y'all are new. Y'all have never seen this before. But y'all thinking it's just renting, wholesale, quick flips, you know, owner finance. No, the list goes longer than this. I'm just trying to show y'all the endless possibilities when it comes down to mobile home investing, right? So wholesaling equals quick check. Once again, we're talking about wholesaling. Well, here's my student, Bruce. I don't know about you, but these are all different transactions. Bruce and what he did in the last 45 days. If you're in my mobile home community, you would know that Bruce is doing this. So his latest one was this one right here. He received $500 in earnest money, right? But then guess what? He's selling that property for $18,000. All right? $18,000. I want y'all to put in the chat, how much money did the owner want? Y'all put in the chat. He's selling it for $18,000. How much money does the owner want? Now, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all something. So the owner wanted $8,000. So if you're selling it for $18,000, the owner want $8,000, but then the person, right, is buying it for $18,000, but the owner only want $8,000. With the leftover money is $10,000. So that's how much Bruce is making off of this deal right now. It's $10,000. And these are other transactions, a $2,000 profit. He made $1,000 off this. He made $1,000 off this. And then me and Bruce, we did a deal together. Now, how dope is this, y'all? This is Bruce right here, y'all. Me and Bruce, we did a deal together. And we made $5 grand together. We ended up splitting the $5 grand. He made $2,500. I made $2,500 off a wholesale deal. That is called virtual wholesaling. So now you got quick flips. Here's a quick flip. We did this deal in 22 hours. We bought it for $6,000, sold it for $12,000. This one right here, we got it for $6,000, sold it for $12,000. So both of these deals, we got it for $6,000 and sold both of them for $12,000. Why? Because these were sweet spots. We knew that if we put it on the market for $18,000, $20,000, somebody was going to buy it for roughly around that price. And we was able to sell both of these deals for $12,000, made a $6,000 profit. I don't know about you, but this is my mindset. My mindset when I was working many years ago, I asked myself, well, how long does it take me to make $3,000 in 1 month? Well, when I did the math, it took me 160 hours to make $3,000 from my work. But when I started wholesaling these properties and noticing that it was taking me about 10 hours of my time to make anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 wholesaling every single month, then now I switch my energy to doing less work, but making more money. See, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, our parents and grandparents, they lied to us. And some of y'all may say, Abdul, well, that's kind of harsh. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes they was doing it to protect us. They was doing it because that's all that they knew was you got to work extremely hard in America to make some money. But I'm going to tell you right now, it was misinformation that they gave us. Drop a one in the chat if y'all are getting what I'm saying. And some of it was not their fault because that's the information that they was receiving from their parents. And the only thing that they was doing was passing it down. This is why we got to be the people that literally break the chains and say, nah, today it starts and stops with me. That's what you got to be telling yourself. No, that generational curse and things that was passed down, that stops with me today. But what starts with me today is getting the good information so that I'll be able to funnel that down to my children. So now this is another one of my students in Florida, right? His name is Carl. He got a mobile home by Miami, y'all. Now, y'all know Miami is high as hell. He got a mobile home by Miami for $5,000. Now, there was a whole play in how we did this deal now. I'm going to tell y'all right now, there was a whole play. But renovation cost $10,000, and he sold a mobile home for $30,000. So what I teach my students is when you're doing a fix and flip, strive to get $10,000. If you are not going to get $10,000, don't even do the fix and flip. Don't even do that. We're not even going to do a fix and flip if you're not getting $10,000. So he was able to make $15,000 in profit, and this took him about 45 days to sell this mobile home. I don't know about you, but if you make $15,000 in 45 days, to me, that's a good payday. So now owner finance is going to be that mailbox money that you're going to be receiving. But if y'all know Nick that's inside my community, he was doing an owner finance deal, but then the person ended up giving him a check for $49,000. That's him not even being a landlord. That's him collecting money every single month. But then the person said, you know what? I'm going to cash you out on this property. So he was getting money every single month. The person cashed him a check, 49 grand. Once again, I told y'all, I spent a minute talking about me. Now, I'm telling y'all about the students. So now, rental check. My family on this property right here, they make $1,750 every single month off of this mobile home. Why? Because they control the mobile home and they control the land at the same time. Some of y'all are landowners out here right now, but you got to be thinking about, how can my land be producing? How can I become the Lord over my land? Which I'm going to be talking about my conference September 20th. So if you're in the Atlanta, Georgia area, I highly recommend you come to that conference, because our theme is literally land, properties, and power. It's a powerful theme. So now finding these deals, right? Well, let's do this. These are some of the top states, 15 states. You got Texas all the way to Arizona that have the most amount of mobile home parks. If your state is not in any one of these, it's okay. These are just the top 15 states that have the most mobile home parks. Wherever there's mobile homes at, you can do a deal in. So you see Texas, #1, you got California, you got Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, South Carolina, Washington, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Indiana, New York, Illinois, Michigan, Arizona. These are the top states. And y'all scratching your head right now because y'all like, wait a minute, New York is in the top 15? Absolutely. New York is in the top 15. Y'all just got to go to the outskirts, and there's mobile homes everywhere in New York. So you remember the guy, Nick, that I was telling y'all about? This guy right here, Nick? Don't you know Nick lives in New York? See, some of y'all didn't even know that. Let's move on. So now go to Google right now, because I want to show y'all something. Go to Google, and when you go to Google right now, I want you to type in mobile home parks near me, because I want to make y'all a believer right now. Y'all be driving by mobile home communities every single day. I want to make you a believer. And then I'm going to challenge y'all today too. I'm going to challenge y'all to do two things. Go to Google and type in mobile home parks near me. And I want you to drop one in the chat if you see over 10 mobile home parks. We're gonna do this right now. See, some of y'all, I want to make sure that y'all a believer. Okay? I want to make sure that y'all a believer right now. Go to Google and type in mobile home parks near me, then drop one in the chat. Now, I'm going to show y'all a trick too on how I get mobile home deals. I'm going to tell y'all right now, some of y'all playing it too scared. And if you play it like you're afraid, you're too scared, you're never going to be where you want to be at in life. You're going to be hitting 60 and 70 And then now you're going to try to amp things up. It's like, nah, do it right now. Do it right now at this very second. And remember what I told y'all earlier about procrastination, right? See, there's people that are on this call right now and they're not doing it. They're telling themselves right now, oh, I'm going to do it after dinner, right? They're telling themselves right now, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to do it tomorrow. See, that's procrastination. If you look at the definition of procrastination, it is putting off today, right? Putting off what you can do today for tomorrow. We don't want to, we got to kill the old version of ourselves. I'm going to tell you that right now. So when you go to Google and you type in mobile home parks near you and you see a list of mobile home parks, that's already giving you confirmation that there's mobile home communities that's near you, right? Cool. So now we got that out the way. When you go inside these mobile home communities, because now I'm going to challenge you to go inside 3 mobile home communities. That's your challenge for this Friday. And then I want you to drop it inside our mobile home community, which you was able to do. And then when you drop it in our mobile home community, I'm going to give you more guidance. I'm going to tell y'all right now, only a few people are going to do this. Everybody else is going to be too afraid, right? Or they're going to be lazy as hell to actually get it done. I'm trying to show y'all that there's money literally sitting at your feet. So go in a community, drive around, and I want you to take pictures of old, dilapidated mobile homes that look like there's nobody living in it, boarded up mobile homes. And then once you take pictures of those mobile homes, drop it in my chat in our community on Friday. Then I'm going to give you next steps on what you need to be doing with those properties. Because some people that do this, I'm going to show you how you can actually get your first wholesale deal. How many of y'all going to do that? Put a yes in the comments if you're going to do that. Now, some of y'all like, Abdul, like, what community are you talking about? Don't worry, I'm going to talk to y'all about how y'all can join our community. Because some of y'all not in it. Y'all got to be around like-minded people. So now, 1-star community, when you're looking up these communities, right? Some of them may have a 3, 4, 5-star rating, whatever the case is, right? Don't look at the rating. Look at the condition of the mobile home community, because somebody could get evicted, right? And they try to trash the name of the community. But whose fault was it that you got evicted? 9 out of 10 times it was your fault. So don't look at the actual rating when you go to Google. Look at the condition of the mobile home community. What do I mean by condition? This is what I mean right here. If you go in a mobile home community and it looks like this, go ahead and scratch it off your list. And I want you to go ahead and make sure you go to another mobile home community. So if you have 3 and it looks like this, y'all, run down, trashy, no, scratch it off your list. And then when you scratch it off your list, pick up another mobile home community to roll through. Now, let me go ahead and show y'all this. So these are nicer mobile home communities. So if you're driving around a mobile home community and it looks like this, then you know, okay, cool. I can put a check mark on this, y'all. I can work with a community that look like this. I can work with a community that look like this. And I can work with a community that look like this. Now, in these nicer mobile home communities, since they know that it is a sore thumb to have mobile homes like this in the background, they're looking for an investor like you and me to go inside there and clean it up. That's what they're looking for, right? So now, when you go in these mobile home communities, you can literally get these mobile homes for little or nothing. So all of these prices that you see on the screen right now is literally what I paid for a mobile home. Yes, I paid $1 for a mobile home for y'all. All right, yes, I paid $1. All right, I do have the receipts saying I paid $1, y'all. So I paid $1, $500, $2,000, $1,600, $8,000 for some of these mobile homes. Yes, our company have systems on how we get these mobile homes for little or nothing. Yes, we get contracts inside these mobile home communities, right? And you all can do the same thing. Remember, y'all, even though my father taught me this game when I was 15 years old, right? That doesn't matter because I literally had to make a decision on me starting this business. And then I started off where you all are at right now, having little knowledge, but then I took it upon myself to do my own research, right? And then to make things happen. Trust me, y'all, my father's in South Carolina. When I started his business, I was in Georgia. Yes, I could have picked the phone up and called him and asked him questions, and absolutely. But my father was the one literally in South Carolina while I was the one out there doing all of the groundwork. So this property right here, 1,200, 2,000, 3,500. I got it for free. 500, 3,500, 2,300, 6,000, 2,000, 800, $1,000, $6,200, $1,700, right? Now, some of these properties are in different parts of the country. So whenever you get good, you can actually buy these properties in different parts of the country. So you don't have to stay in your own backyard. I always tell my students, whenever you can do about 5 to 10 by yourself, man, you need to venture out and you need to go and do deals out elsewhere. Because if you notice something about God, when God creates something, and here's the thing, y'all, I started, a garden, and I was fascinated about how God operates. If you notice how God operates, he always operates in abundance. Can I get a 1 in the chat if y'all agree with that? So everything he creates in abundance. So as I'm growing my food, right? I'm literally seeing food, vegetations being grown in abundance. And I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, how can I apply this to life? How can I apply this to my business? See, God don't want you to have one property. He wants you to have an abundance to be able to take care of yourself, of your family. So what I do is I stopped thinking about me and I started thinking about the whole. See, when you think about the whole, don't you know you will have everything that you desire in life? This is what I'm literally discovering through farming, through growing food, through understanding how God operates and how he operates in abundance. All right, anyways, let's move on. So here's the thing. Got this one for $600 as well, too, in Columbus, Georgia. Got this one for free in Columbus, Georgia as well, too. So now, here's a walkthrough of one of the properties. I just want to show y'all. Because I know y'all are probably thinking right now, well, we saw the outsides. Can we take a look at the inside? So this is some of the properties that you're going to see when you go in these mobile home communities and start viewing them. This is how it looks on the inside, some of them. And some of them look better on the inside. All right, so now y'all drop a 2 after y'all seeing this and everything. Drop a 2 in the chat if you would buy a property that looks like this, or drop a 3 in the chat if you will pass. Drop a 2 in the chat if you will buy a property that looks like this, or drop a 3 in the chat if you will pass. All right, so moving on. Now we got a big win alert, right? And so I like to highlight people. I just like that because I'm telling y'all, literally, the more people you help, the more I will end up having, And so I think my brother, he's on his car right now. But the reason why this is a big win alert, me and him, we had a conversation yesterday, right? And he was telling me about the property. And I was like, man, look, when you sent the property to me, the reason why I wanted you to move forward, even though you've been in my program for only 1 week. The reason why I wanted you to move on a property, and I said, if you didn't buy, like that was a property I would have bought without even thinking. I would have gave them people that money so quick, right? But here's the thing about this property. The people wanted like 8 or 9 grand for it or something like that, right? And I told them, I said, nah, y'all. I said, tell them 3,000 and let them work their way up, right? Y'all, don't you know he got this nice mobile home right here for $3,000, y'all? $3,000. He closed on his nice mobile home deal. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's major to me. For him literally learning about mobile homes in 1 week. 1 week. Matter of fact, Brother Marcus, if you on right now, can you just unmute yourself and just briefly within like a 30-second clip about just this mobile home deal right here, if you on.
Oh, yes, sir. Peace, bro.
Man, peace, bro. So yeah, just 30 seconds, tell the people, because literally, like I said, you learn about it within 1 week. You took, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. This brother took massive action. Like, tell him what you told me whenever, like, we was on the phone and you was like, brother, like, I'm about to like nerd out on this. I'm about to be studying. I'm about to be like looking. Like, just tell him in 30 seconds, like the process of this deal, bro.
Yeah, well, first off, I've been watching my bro for a while, and I'm like, man, I got to get in the group and figure out what's going on. So I caught him, and he told me about the group, and I was like, man, look, man, I'm not playing. I'm serious. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to have some passive income. And so as soon as I joined, I was like, all right, when's the first class? And he gave me all the information. Then I saw there was an ebook. I read the whole ebook in one night, and I just started looking. I'm like, okay, well, I ain't gonna jump out there yet, but I'll just start looking and see what's out there. And then I saw a couple opportunities. This was one of them, and it looked good to me. I went out there, said it looked like a good price. I looked at it, took some pictures, got some contractors, asked them if they could look at it with me, what their thoughts were. I sent the pictures in the chat and sent them to Brother Abdul, and was just like, hey, what's your thoughts? Is this something that I know I should kind of wait a little bit, but man, it look like it's a good deal. Should I move forward with it? And I was gonna offer, like, they wanted 9,900. I was gonna offer like 5, but I was a little timid. I'm like, man, I might be lowballing. So I'm doing all this research. So I asked him, so look, should I offer maybe 4 or 5? But that's too low. He said, look, start with 3. I was like, all right. I said, well, they probably gonna set that. Maybe they'll counter offer. I was hoping they countered offer with like 4,500, but when I saw they accepted 3, man, I was like, wow. And everybody I brought over there was like, since then has done some work or cleaning. Was like, man, you really got a beautiful deal. This is a beautiful property for what you got. Like, I would pay way more just to get into this.
Absolutely, y'all. So y'all heard it. The mobile home, they had it out for about 10 grand. 10, I'm telling y'all, you cannot be afraid to negotiate. This is why this lady wanted $50,000 for a mobile home, y'all. $50,000 for a mobile home. And we was able to get her all the way down to $12,000. Now, I know y'all like, what? Yes. Do not be afraid to negotiate. I don't care what the dollar amount is. I don't care if somebody's selling me a mobile home for $500. I'm going to negotiate for $100. I'm always going to negotiate. See, y'all cannot be afraid to negotiate the deals. You cannot. So now, let me show y'all a live. Let me show y'all something right quick, live. Can I show y'all something live right quick? Or y'all good? We done. We can end the class tonight. Just let me know. Can we end the class tonight? Like right now, I give y'all 45 minutes of game. We can literally end the class right now. Or can I keep going and just probably take about 15 more minutes of y'all time? I hope I'm not a burden to y'all, or or Brother Abdul just wasting my time. I hope I'm not. So I just want to show y'all something really quick because y'all give me y'all permission. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if anybody else wants to leave because y'all got something else to do, man, have that. I want to talk to the people who are literally like genuinely interested in mobile home investing right now. If anybody else, if y'all gotta head out, man, that's cool. That's cool. but I want to show y'all. So now there's so many different sites out here right now, right? So many different sites. But the one that all of y'all know and y'all are hooked on, you know, which is that good old Facebook, right? Y'all are hooked to Facebook, man. So since y'all are hooked to Facebook, we're gonna leverage Facebook Marketplace. And I'm gonna just show y'all this really quick. Now, my brother, he didn't get his deal on Facebook Marketplace. It's another site that he was looking on that he got the mobile home deal. But let me show y'all this right quick. So we're on Facebook Marketplace right now. We're in Michigan. So I do business in Michigan, right? I got mobile home deals cash for me in Michigan. And I just want y'all to see this. So this mobile home deal right here in Michigan is $10,000. Now, for anybody that's ready, of course, in the community, we're going to give y'all steps on how y'all can do this. But let's just say this deal right here is 10 grand, right? If the deal right here is 10 grand, that's cool. I'm going to go and I'm going to look through it, right? And I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, oh, this is not a bad mobile home just by looking at it, right? They want $10,000. But I know that during this economy right now, there's a lot of people that's struggling. There's a lot of people that need a place to live. If y'all are here to help solve affordable housing problem, drop a yes in the comments right now. If y'all are here to help solve affordable housing problem that we have in America, drop a yes in the comment. So if I know that there is a crisis that's happening right now, if I know that people are looking like for help because they don't have no place to go, then I know that me buying a property at $10,000 is going to be one of the best investments that I can invest in. So now I'm, of course, doing my due diligence. I'm looking at everything. I'm scouting everything out. My team bring back the report of my full due diligence, and then boom, I make a move. Now, a property like this, I can simply message them right now, and I'm going to do it right here in front of y'all. If anybody know me, y'all already know, I always start off with peace and blessings. I pray all is well with you. I'm interested in your property. So peace and blessings. I pray all is well with you. I'm interested in your property. How can I schedule a time to view? I'm gonna leave it like that. Boom. Then after that, of course, I send them my number and everything else. But right now, boom. So y'all just see me. I just hit it. Now y'all say, Abdul, wait a minute. You all the way in Atlanta. How you want to view the property? And man, look, this is how we get down, right? I got a whole system all over the country on how I do this. So this is how we get down, right? But for right now, I want y'all to worry about your own backyard. So now, whenever they see that, now I don't just do that with one deal. I find multiple deals, right? I can go and I can look, and I may look at this one right here for $6,500, and I may say yeah, I may say nay, right? But this one right here is $6,500. And what I'll end up doing is I'll look and I'll skim through all of the properties, and I'll try to find about 10, and I'll reach out to the people. So now, this is what I tell my students, and some of y'all may hear this for the first time. You tell me how many people you contacted, and I'll tell you how much money you made for the month of July. Drop a one in the chat if that makes sense. See, if you contact 0 people, I can already tell you made $0. But if you say, Abdul, I contacted 50 people in the month of July, I already know how much money you done made. I already know how much properties you probably already bought. Because I know if you contacted 50 people, then I know out of the 50 people, somebody accepted your offer. I know out of the 50 people, you probably got a couple wholesale deals out of the 50. See, the problem is that we just lazy as hell. The deals are out there. The money is out there. The people who want to sell their property are out there. The people who want to buy the property, they're out there. To me, It's a numbers game, right? It's a numbers game. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you know how to add 1 + 1, you will be great in this business. Now, don't tell me 1 + 1 is 3. Then I'm gonna tell you this business ain't for you, family. But if you know 1 + 1 is 2, then everything else is a numbers game. You just got to figure out the metrics, but then you got to do the work to see, okay, well, cool. If I contact 30 people like that way, I was able to do this many deals. Okay, but the next month I did 40, but then it was still the same. So now you start to find out your sweet spot. Every single month, this is the number I need to hit to make this amount of money right here. Find that sweet spot, y'all. And when you find that sweet spot, man, you would do great works when it comes down to this mobile home investing game. So now let's go to jump back into it. So now take a screenshot of this. Wealthy people live off 30% of their income. It's about 30 to 40%. So that's what I want y'all to do right now. I want y'all to calculate how much money you make every single month. Then I want you to times it by 30%. Then I want you to times it by 40, because it's usually in between 30 to 40%. But if you can live off 30% of what you make, you would never go broke. And then you got to couple that with the 3 M's: make, manage, and multiply. If you living off 30% of your money, you're telling me that you know how to manage your money. You're already making it, whether you're working a 9-to-5 job or whether you have your own business or making some type of money, whatever you're doing. So you already know how to make the money. But then the hard part is about managing the money. So if you learn how to live off 30% of what you make, then you learn how to multiply. Remember I just said, everything God touches, he multiplies it. So the money that comes to you, you got to now do what? Learn how to multiply the money that's coming to you. So if you make $10,000 a month, then ask yourself, how can I live off $3,000? If you're going by the 40% rule, how can I live off of $4,000? Then you got to look at your expenses and you got to see, okay, what can I eliminate to get my expenses down and my monthly cash flow up? That's the mindset you want to be in. So literally everything I do, whatever I want, whether it's a vehicle, whether it's utilities, whether it's house payment, whatever it is, whether it's your rent, your cell phone bill, you should be thinking about how many mobile homes do I need to take care of my car? How many mobile homes do I need to take care of my utilities, take care of my house payment? It all starts right here. Literally, so now I'm on a regimen right now to where I'm waking up early in the morning, because I found that your mind is at its most fertile state at 5 a.m. in the morning. So it's like, okay, well, cool. Well, if I can wake up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, if my mind is in its most fertile state. See, I'm thinking about the garden that I was telling y'all about. How literally you can plant seeds in your garden and it gives you back abundance. Ask yourself, when is the last time you have planted seeds in your garden, which deals with the mind? See, this is why we're not producing anything, because we're not putting anything up here. We're not watering, we're not cultivating anything up here. And so what I do is I literally envision what I want out of life and I go and I get it. This is what separates me and anybody else. While people talk about it, I do it. Have y'all ever witnessed a person that said, oh my gosh, they stole my idea? No, nobody didn't steal your idea. You were just too slow to move on it. See, God, he puts ideas in millions of people's head. But there's only a few people that's going to execute what God put in your head, in their head.
Come on.
I hope y'all picking out what I'm putting down. So nobody didn't steal your idea. You just procrastinated on it. And you know what God says? God then says, oh, no, this person right here wasn't ready. That person wasn't ready. That person wasn't ready. Oh, but this person right here, Leslie, yeah, she was ready. Oh, yeah, Marcus, oh, yeah, he was ready. Oh, yeah, Tamara, yeah, she was ready. So that's literally how I look and how I move with everything. So then these are a couple of properties, cash flow. Like I said, we make over 5,000. I'm not 5,000. We make over 5 figures every single month when it comes down to these mobile homes. So there's a few mobile homes that y'all can see. That's thousands of dollars right here in cash flow every single month that we make. Right. So then the vision at the end of the day is think big, think for the whole. Right. And when you think big, when you think for the whole, you have everything that you need. And then you would learn how your mind start to operate in abundance. And so what I was taught in the last week and a half, one of the guys I went to go and view his farm, and we was talking because I'm in the process right now. I'm about to buy my own farm. But when we was talking, he was telling me that God wants us to maximize where we're at right now in our life. And so I'm going to ask you all right now, are you all maximizing where you're at right now? And I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is no, because I'm not maximizing. None of us is maximizing where we're at right now. But the great thing about it is we have the ability to do it. How do you do it? You have to first stop playing with your potential. You got to stop thinking that you are some cheap thing, that God just, when he created you, he just blew and you just appeared. Nah, hell nah. God, he literally took his time when he created Brother Abdul. I don't know about you, but he took his time when he created me in my mother's womb. So I got to stop playing with my potential. You got to stop playing with your potential. But this is another way that you can get into real estate is through mobile home investing. Now, y'all probably hear how passionate I am about it because I am. I've been doing it for a long time. So screenshot this. Skills buy you income. What I'm teaching you and what you're going to be learning in my community is going to be a skill set. That's going to buy you income. But don't you know now your income is going to buy you assets, and an asset is going to buy you freedom. If you want freedom, put the word freedom in the chat right now. So you need the skills. Then the skills is going to get you income. Then the income is going to buy you income producing assets. And then those income producing assets is going to get you freedom. See, just a couple of weeks ago, I just literally just told my wife, I said, look, we're going to go on vacation. This wasn't planned or anything. I just told her that we're going to go on vacation. And she said, when? I said, hell, I don't know. I said, we just going to pick up and we're going to go. Well, I told her that like on a Thursday, and that following Monday, we was on vacation. See, that's a level of freedom to where we can pick up and we can leave. And we left out on a Monday or something like that. And we were just gone. 7 days, me and the children. And I'm about to do that again. Just, hey, look, we're going to go on another vacation in August. And we're not going to pick a day and just, no, it is going to be the spirit of the moment. We're going to pick up and we're going to go to Florida. We're going to stay there for days, but it's a level of freedom. That's what I desire for y'all on this call right now. And I'm seeing y'all put in the chat, freedom, right? But here it is. You made it to the end of the call because we're wrapping things up. There's some people right now and they logged on and they're doing something else. But there is something that I said that I want y'all to understand is just that one nugget that you should be listening to. That's it. When I go to conferences, when I go to workshops, it's literally one nugget that I'm looking to pick up from somebody. That's it. Because I know that one nugget I can go and I can run the play. So here's an infamous quote. Build your dream or someone will hire you to build theirs. Not only will they hire you to build their dream, but they will hire you to forget your dream. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been there before where I was hired to literally forget about the things that I said I wanted to do. We always talk about work that 9-to-5 job, and then when you get off your 9-to-5, you work your 5 to 9. But 70% of the people is not even working that 5 to 9 because they have put too much energy into their 5 to 9. They can't work their 5 to 9 or their 9 to 5. So now drop a 1 in the chat if you're willing to bet on yourself, because you heard me talk about community. You're seeing these people, they're all the pictures and deals, they're all inside a community. Now, of course, we do have something that's bigger than community, but I think this would be something that would be great for you all that is on the call. So if you're willing to bet on yourself, just go ahead and simply drop a 1 in the chat, because I'm not here to break anybody bank. And I truly believe when somebody have a skill set and they have put hours and hours, you should feel good compensating that person, because while they put hours and tens and thousands of hours into the thing that you want to learn, they just help you fast track your way to success. Because now you don't got to put tens and thousands of hours in it. They have already done it. So they're literally the cheat code. So just like how we can go to other places and buy things without thinking, well, look, if you want something, go and get it. So we have a Flip the Freedom, a community. And what we're doing now is we're giving everybody lifetime access. So I told my community today, I said, look, we're changing something. We're giving everybody lifetime access. And this is a perfect opportunity for us to introduce it. The lifetime access, meaning that if you're a community member, you no longer have to pay monthly anymore for the community. You can pay a one-time fee. And guess what the one-time fee is, y'all? It's only $97. That's it. So to hear from 7 and 8 figure people to come and speak to you all, right? To get discounts on all of our mobile home events, conferences, to have an online portal now with resources, to be able to network, to be able to ask me questions, and to become an affiliate now. And you'll be able to do all of this inside of our Flip the Freedom community now for a lifetime access for only $97, not $10,000, but $97. And then whenever you go on the site, guess what? We made it so simple for you all. They have an afterpay. And the afterpay is only like, it's interest free for 4 months of like 24 bucks. I don't know about you, but you can't beat that with a hammer. You can't beat it with a hammer, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is, for the people who say, look, I'm gonna bet on myself. I wanna learn this a little bit more. I wanna be around like-minded people, because when it's time for me to get myself acclimated, I remember my sister, she called me. She said, dude, I gotta get back in the community. I gotta be around like-minded people. And I said, well, come on. She joined a community. Now she's around like-minded people. So when it's time for her to make a move, she can ask questions. She can see a person like Miss Roxy. She can see a person like Miss Bruce. She can see a person like Miss Kima and all the other people that's making big time moves in our community. So there's a link right there. I dropped it in the chat. So y'all can go and y'all can sign up literally right now. And y'all will get access to join our community literally today. When you join a community, introduce yourself. And I'm going to give you a personal shout out. A personal shout out when you join a community. And then from there, that homework assignment that I gave you to go to 3 mobile home communities and then post the pictures, I'm going to be guiding the people that's in the community on how they can get a wholesale deal. That's going to be my token back to you all. How you can wholesale your first mobile home deal. And it's okay if you don't get a deal, the wholesale deal. What's even better is the information that you're now able to acquire. See, once you can see it, nobody can. This ain't Men in Black to where we can put on glasses and they can take a snapshot and erase your memory. No, once you hear it, you can unhear it. You can never just unhear it. Once you see it, you can never just not unsee it. Nah, you got it now. Remember, the skill set is going to be the one that gets you the income. And then the income is going to get you the asset, and the asset is going to get you the freedom. That's what we're talking about, family. That's what we're going to be talking about. So y'all need to tell me in the chat right now, did I give y'all an hour worth of value? Or was I just chucking and jiving and I didn't give y'all no information on mobile home investing? Y'all let me know. Because the only thing I'm doing, I'm taking this back as data. Because when I come back and I do another free class for you all, I want to make sure that I'm delivering, I'm giving y'all some level of value that y'all can take back and y'all can beat on y'all skill set when it comes down to the real estate game. When people are coming to y'all and talking to y'all about these mobile home myths, y'all are able to debunk these myths because y'all know that y'all been in the class with a well-educated man that was teaching y'all about this. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Each one, teach one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few questions. And if y'all have any other questions, y'all can literally ask it inside the community. And then I'll go ahead and I'll make sure I start answering those questions starting tomorrow. Because right now I'm literally winding down because I'm going into family time right now. So I have about probably 10 more minutes because my family time actually starts right now. And so I pride family time. You know what I'm saying? At one point in my life, I was so busy on the business and I'm like, nah, like I gotta make time out for my family, y'all. So y'all can ask the question, you know, and then we'll go from there. So definitely. Absolutely. And shout out to you, Greg. I know you just joined the community as well, too. And I know you said that you was new. So, brother Greg, take that assignment and then let's go ahead and do it. Because then now I get to show y'all literally everything else, you know, when it comes down to the mobile home game. And of course, if you want mentorship, man, we got that as well, too. We literally can do one-on-one mentorship. We have the Flip the Freedom Academy that y'all can join. We got everything that you need to help you become a successful mobile home investor. Joining our community is literally the first step. That's all it is. It's the first step for you to actually get yourself acclimated and be around serious, like-minded people. That's that. Questions, y'all. If y'all got a question, y'all can go ahead and drop the question in the comment. If not, then we can go ahead and we can end this. Y'all drop a 2 in the chat if y'all are joining the community. Drop a 2 in the chat if y'all are joining the community. I just want to see, of course, the action takers. If anybody, of course, is joining, is joining the community, I just want to see action takers. That's all. Because once again, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I was talking to the young lady, and the young lady, she stated that she'd been following me. Like, prime example, I'm gonna take Marcus, a person that's on this call. He spoke. He said he was watching me for a while. Now, his wow was actually years of him watching me. Imagine if he would have took the leap of faith 4 years ago when he was watching me, where he would be at now. I was talking to another brother. He's on his call right now. And he was supposed to start 2 or 3 years ago. And I told him, and he just got his property. He got his keys, his property, you know, about a week and a half ago, right? And I said, imagine where you would be at now if you would have started 2 years ago. So all I'm telling the people that's on this call and say, no, I'm not going to join, or I got to think about it. It's like, to me, it's a no-brainer. But anyways, let me get off that. Yes, you can unmute yourself. I'm going to take 1 or 2 because, like I said, time is running out, and I want to be respectful of my family, and I want to be respectful of you all. But y'all can actually take yourself off of mute, and then y'all can ask y'all question.
Okay, Peace King. Thank you so much. I'll just make it brief. I do see we have homework this week, so I've been working on that. I had a question regarding Facebook Marketplace. And well, first of all, I'm looking at a mobile home park. Is it okay to reach out to the property management and ask them if we can just come, or is it something we can just drive up and just take pictures, or is there a particular etiquette or process for that versus like some of the properties on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, absolutely. So let me give you a quick guideline, a framework, right? I'm gonna give you a quick framework, and this is for everybody. When I go in the property, right, I always look at the need and what the property actually needs, because I feel as though that I have a lot of value to give, and it's just because I've beat on my skills for years, so I believe I can give value. So I'm gonna drive around that mobile home community to look to see if they have any sore thumbs. Have you ever drove in a community? It's a beautiful community, but you see there's like 3 to 4 homes that look like they need like serious work. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's making the community look bad. Those are the type of mobile homes I'm looking at, right? And then when I spot that mobile home, I can get out my car because I know nobody don't live in this boarded out mobile homes, right? It's glass broken. Nobody lives in there. So I snapshot a picture just for myself to know that, okay, this is lot number 45. And if you don't snapshot the picture, you at least write down the street address, the lot number, so that you will know if you got to go back to that property, you know exactly where to go to. Now, once I've made my round around the whole mobile home community, then I'm going to the park manager. See, here's the thing. I'm not calling the park. Why am I not calling the park right now? Because I don't know how many people is on this call, but whatever the amount is on this call. Imagine all of us call the park. And we all saying the same thing. Hey, how you doing? Just want to know, do you have any mobile homes available? Man, they're hearing that all day long. So the things that worked in the past is actually working right now. The problem is this new age, right? They want you to think, oh yeah, AI, right? Well, every time they talk about AI, don't you know it takes away the human side of things? So this is why I use AI in my business, but I use it in the places that doesn't necessarily need the human interaction. And that's what people are missing in their business right now. So the human interaction is you going inside that park. And you saw what Miss Roxy put inside the chat today, right? Or what she gonna be doing, right? See, that's human interaction. You can't deny what Ms. Roxy put inside of our community today, right? Now, God have blessed you with creative juices, things to flow in your mind, right? So now you get to come back in our community and you get to drop, hey, y'all, I'm about to try this out. And I get to say, ooh, girl, I never did that before. I got to try that, right? See, now when you do that, the park manager is looking like, she different. And this is why I always tell people is this, I'm not better than nobody. I'm just different. I'm different. I'm better than nobody on this call. I'm just different. See, as a 1%er, I do what the 99% aren't willing to do. The lazy person is going to call because they don't want to go. So while you calling, me and my team, we going. We making connections. We networking. We seeing how we can add value. And we getting those mobile homes, $5,000, $10,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000. That's what you should be focusing on. And then of course, if you need any help, you in my academy. So all you gotta do is just reach out and I literally guide you through the process.
Okay, overstood. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. All right, cool. So family, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight in class. I don't know about y'all. Y'all probably say, Abdul, I hated class. Class sucked. Anyways, man, look, y'all go out there and do something great, not just for yourself, but for your family. There's somebody right now that is counting on you to be great. I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is in your family, but somebody's counting on you to be the one that steps out and do something that everybody else was afraid to do. Y'all know y'all got that one cousin and y'all family that got their doctor's degree and they're the only person in the family, but everybody is clapping and rooting for them. See, they was waiting on that one person. You know, in your family, when you got that 1 millionaire and everybody was like, see, I knew Michelle, it was going to be you. I knew BJ, it was going to be you. See, everybody knew it was going to be you. Alicia, man, ever since she was a little girl, she showed us that she could see. They knew that you had something inside you. The problem is we don't know that we got it inside us. It's like, man, do it. Do it. Who is stopping you? Nobody except for you. Man, that's it, man. Anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all take care. It's time for me to go with my family. I see y'all in the community for those who join. If you don't, man, hey, cool. But y'all take care. Y'all be blessed by the best. I see y'all next time. I'm out, family.